it's been at 25 points in the advanced level. So, it's been provided, given that fact, that you had 25 points, and you choose engineering as a field. Please, can you just enlighten us on the requirements that is they will need to integrate the engineering field of his or her choice in Cameroon? The best of your knowledge.
Actually, June 2018 session, one of the 32-25 points nationwide. Honorable Daniel, my name is Isaac. And I have something to share because if you are talking about engineering was not my first choice. And I think if you hear my story, I wanted to be a teacher, a maths teacher. I was astonished when, I don't know, I forgot the name of this. He said that you will laugh when I say teacher. And I was saying, why? Because I believe being a teacher is one of the best things. You may not have money, but when you have people, you are rich. Well, are you there? If you are not an engineer and you be one, you are an engineer. If you are not a doctor and you be one, you are a doctor. If you are not a pilot, you be one, you are a pilot. So I have a perfect road from one person. Perfect. Nothing against you. I don't know failure. From 1 to opposite, I don't know 15 average. To opposite more can scoring 18 average. You can imagine. I knew nothing but success. But life only on success is not fair. You are not balanced. Are you there? So, the greatest skill I learned in taking engineering is that I learned how to fail. I know how to fail. Failing is not how can I say? Failing is not a failure. let me use that tautology. Failing is not a failure, but failing is a skill. How to come up once you're failed. That's a great skill because life is not linear. Are you there? To make from a point A to a point B, it is never a straight line. It is always exact. If mathematicians are sincere, and I believe they are, they will tell you that no straight line exists. Even this line is not straight. It is just an approximation. So when I had my 25 points, I put all my eggs in one basket because my whole heart was for teaching. And unfortunately for me, in the country, I was a French-speaking Cameroonian with an English academic background. So I'm a pure product of the bilingualism of Cameroon. And people like us cannot write competitive entrance exam into higher national teacher training college for mathematics. Is that right? So I had to provoke my gap year. Understanding very well. I loved the concept of gap year. You give me your name and my contact. Your contact. Because I believe that look at our dresses. It's not hazard. Right? God knows how to create things. Are you there? And so I had to provoke a gap year. I provoked it, and it was a shock to my teachers, When you have somebody that has 25 points, you are seeing him what? A doctor, an engineer, the future is not being Cameroon. What are you still doing here? Even then they're asking that question. So even up to today, I'm asking that question. What are you still doing in Cameroon? I'm speaking to you to shake people out. That's what I'm doing. And I said, I will not write Polytech. I will not write juice. They are forbidding me to write higher teacher training college Yahoo. I will go in only for one complete special science class of economy. You know them. And after special science class, if you are the best, where I don't doubt to be, where I am the second. I am the first and the second and the third. I leave only the place for the third position. You can imagine. So I knew with all confidence that based on my academic background, ordinary level had 29 points, 8 A's, 2 B's, 1 C. I was just doing it for game, fun. Advanced level I had 25 points. I've never done repetition. I was just solving problems for people in class. As somebody said, you are rich when you solve people's problems. So I had no pamphlet, all the pamphlets of the class were mine. Are you getting me? So they would block me in the class just for me to solve. They would go and buy things and then. So I did not know failure. It was something strange. So when somebody was struggling, look at that person, I said, I would just learn. But I did not know how to fail until God had to teach me how to fail. It was a lesson that was bitter to take. Are you there? Because a human being is not complete if he does not know how to fail. It is written in the Bible, the just falls how many times? 7 times. Are you there? And how many times does he come up? The whole 7 times. So he fails in what he's doing 7 times. Then he succeeds in strengthening up again. That's the high ability that I gained. How did I gain it? With my 25 points, with my 29 points. At A, they don't write concluded, they study your file, and if you succeed, if they judge that you have the competence of going through the training, you pass. And I failed. It seems as if the whole sun changed into darkness. Something, a strange one entered my atmosphere. What? Failure. How was it? I was forced to pronounce the word I failed. I learned how to pronounce it. I failed, and I had to pronounce that word for 1 year. I can assure you people, I did not know how to cry. I cried 365 days out of 365. You can imagine. I cried until my eyes were swollen. You cry in heaven, heaven is silent. You cry on earth, people laugh at you. You cry in yourself, you can die. So I was walking like a zombie. So I was at the summit in 1 year, 2018. You can imagine for those who are doing mathematics, it was a reflection by the x-axis. If I was at positive infinity in 2018, I went to negative infinity in 2019. All what I did was just failure. I did AMA, the school for navigation. I failed. I had to learn French. I had to learn how to do those things. I was just failing. I went to the university, did first year mathematics, the hardest branch in the University of Yaoundé, one failure upon failure. From 18, I was already contented when they say you had 2.5. I'm shouting, yes! It's It's funny, and sometimes I look at myself and say, wow, I'm the one. But I knew it was building something. I know the man that I am today is not 100% complete. At least he has gone through some parkour of success and failure. Very important failure. So I had to spend 1 year doing mathematics at the level of University of Part1. That was very, very bad. I had never entered in a classroom without understanding everything of the teacher. But I entered today and shared. The teacher will teach from the beginning to the end. I don't capture it. I don't understand. Since I see my brain had been taken to somewhere. Up to today, there's a letter that I cannot forget. Epsilon. You meet it for those who go to the university. When you hear about the word epsilon, you will remind about the simple epsilon from anti-sleep. Yes. The Koshishwans, sequences and series, you could just get mad. So I did not do prepare. Why? I have nobody who carried my hand to let me through. I was very intelligent. Everyone, I was solving people's problems. And when you solve people's problem, nobody is there to solve your problem. And when you have a problem, even those who are there, who were solving problems yesterday, even when you say you have a problem, they don't get the point. You don't have a problem, is the point. You don't have, even when you have, you don't. So I spent 1 year, I learned how to fail. Every exam, I learned how to appreciate 5.5. Appreciate the fact that why the marks of the others are not coming out, your marks is coming. At least my marks is out. So I did my best as the teachers and people who were speaking here. I did my best not to allow my brain to be dormant. And at the end of the year, my friends with whom I was working during the year, they passed to go to level 2. I know the conclusion. Who knows the conclusion? I failed. You can imagine. So everything I did in the year 2019 is a failure. I will not say it was a failure because that is the year I learned how to fail. Today I'm not afraid. I can carry the whole alone on this back. I'm not afraid of making a mistake. They can correct me now. I accept. I've learned through those failures to be humble. Are you there? So, how does my life changes? The speaker said, whatever you do it best. When I had time to do my GCE, I had the best that I could in 25 points. So while I was in the group of mathematics, they launched a strange school in the south, a newly created school in the south. I did not want to do engineering, but it was an engineering school. I was very brutal in activities, chemistry, biology, and further mathematics. So everything I was touching was not brutal. You can imagine. So when they just launched the school is the International Advanced School of Digital Engineering. And that school came with a new system, the system of direct integration for 25 points. So it is a school scholarship that offers courses in engineering, digital creation and design, digital management and digital systems engineering. Since I'm a scientist, I went in for digital systems engineering, math, physics, and the little of computer that I've learned in the university. When I crossed advanced level, I did not know how to plug a computer in the wall. Can you imagine? I knew that computer were for rich people, and I'm not rich. Everyone who is this. The only thing I had was maths and physics. So the opportunity of direct entry that they gave me, I seized. It was the first batch of the university that was launched in San Marino. And when they launched it, when I dropped my files, and I was admitted directly. And then, the funniest thing, when I arrived at the university, I don't know, I was still the same person when I became back intelligent. And at the end of the day, I'm just of completing it. And I had excellent, meaning 18 on 20. I came back to my normal posture. But I don't regret. Someone will say, you could go somewhere. No, you must always have a starting point. And make sure that your starting point is the best. My starting point was my advanced level. It opened me a door, even though there was a gap. But the gap does not matter. If you have 1 year that you prepare, you work, you build yourself, when the opportunity comes and you seize it, those who didn't have that will envy you. Today, nobody can do that and fail. Are you there? Why? Because it has disappeared. It has been transformed back into light. It has been transformed into an experience that can give hope. It has been transformed into wisdom. Something that can make someone say, okay, even if it is not given today, we have the assurance that you will give tomorrow. They also now have the engineering diploma. I will go out of the country when I want. Now with my own needs. So that is how I left from advanced level to engineering. I did not write, but what I did best. And that best thing that I did had a reward. There is always a reward for everything you do best. And to finish, I'm not only doing engineering. As one of the teachers said, do even volunteering somewhere. I'm one of the best chemistry teachers in general. So when you arrive in San Marino, you talk about, you say Mr. Paul, they know me. But they may know me as someone with white hair and old power like Mr. Tata, Father Tata. When they say Mr. Paul, they are waiting for an old power. Why? Because what I do, I believe that you should do best. And that part-time teaching that I've been doing have given me that small independence that you have been talking. I've never received more than 20,000 francs from my family. But with the skills that are acquired at the advanced level as someone's team, I taught in schools for that time. And for that time, I could my small necessities. I was happy to see the smile on my mother's face when the jury said, Mr. Paul, we have accepted your thesis and we give you the word 18 or 20. She left from behind. She ran. She came and embraced me and almost fell. I saw the smile on her face. That is it. If you are not at the university, you have the opportunity to become bad. You can drink. The beginning of being drunk is just a small cup. Are you there? Just a small cup and you never come out again. A cup of wine is as deep as the ocean. Don't dip into it when you have a goal, when you have a focus. Are you there? So, thank you for the